Hey guys, Apple Rules 1 here, and what is the intentional use of physical power or force, threatened or actual against oneself, another person, or against a group of the community? Hopefully you guys know what this means, and today, based on that, I will be talking about violence, and specifically violent video games and really young kids. In today's society, we have a lot of violence in our society. It's not even funny. And probably a good chunk of it is marketed towards kids, which I think is wrong. And we have come to accept violence, I feel. People just have come to accept it, like any little, even if it's something small, like it's allowed, like in PG movies, G movies, there's some sort of little bit of violence in there. So I think it's just really stupid. So I got this idea, might be a little random, but I just thought about like the Connecticut shooting. I just thought about it, and also another story I'll also explain triggered me to want to record this. So, before I start about the rest of that, let's talk about the gameplay. This has been on my hard drive for a little while. It's just me using the Vector. Remember, I get a couple double kills and a couple of triple kills. It's really cool. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about the violence that we have in today's video games. As you guys know, probably about 70 to 60% of our video games that are sold, probably right now, if you went to a GameStop or whatever, wherever you purchase your games, will be rated M or T and contain some sort of violence. Like most games you go, they're all gonna have some sort of violence in them, and it's hard to get away from them. Especially hard for parents who are kids are gamers and they want to play all these games, but most of the time they'll have some sort of violence, and that's what the parents' job is, to keep violence and stuff that is inappropriate and not fit for a child away from little kids. Just to give you an example, when also the reason why I kind of want to do this commentary is a couple of days ago there was a 8-year-old who killed his caregiver who was like 87 years old, and he was playing Grand Theft Auto 4. So you know Grand Theft Auto 4, if you can't tell by the name of it, it's going to be violent, obviously. You steal cars, you kill people, civilians, people that don't know you be killed. So I think this is really fucked up. Like, first off, for the parents, why the fuck would you buy an 8-year-old this game? This is way worse than giving a kid Call of Duty. And giving a kid Call of Duty, that's even worse. Well, it's not even as bad as this. This is way worse because first off, there's fucking sex in that game, so 8-year-old doesn't need to be seeing. There's all this other violent shit, and you're killing innocent people. Call of Duty, you're killing soldiers that, like, doesn't make it better, but it's not as, I wouldn't know how to explain it, but you're killing innocent people that are not, like, that are wanting to be kind of killed in a way, you're trying to fight for your country. And to top it off, the caregiver had a loaded gun in the house where the kid was. So, another point. Why the hell would you have a loaded gun in your house? With another small kid, and he has access and loves to play those games. That just does not mix well. You gotta lock up your guns. No matter, even if it wasn't a kid, a teenager too, adult, you never know, like, there could be someone there that could do that and they can really do some damage. So it looks like you guys probably thinking I'm against video game violence and stuff like that. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna explain it to you guys. As you can see, I'm playing Call of Duty, which is a violent game, so I'm not against it. So, like, I've been doing some research and trying to see, like, do like the video games really cause violent stuff in kids? And to my understanding, I believe that it depends on the kid, like, because not every single kid is the same, because, everyone's different, they have their own personality. Some kids could be sick, they could have some sort of pre-existing mental illness. That could be any causes. The video game could maybe trigger something like that to happen, but it's most likely just the mental illness, most likely, or it's just the kid that just evil. And I think the parents need to see that in their kids and do some action for that. If they see their kids that are kind of like that, they don't seem like very nice kids, probably not the best idea to give them that game. If it's a kid that's good, doesn't really get into troubles, straight A, whatever, then maybe I would maybe consider it. But I probably wouldn't get him Grand Theft Auto. That game's going way too far. Maybe Call of Duty or Halo. I don't have an Xbox, so I don't know how that will kind of do know how it is. I played at my friend's house, and it's not that bad. You're just killing aliens, but it's still violent because you're hurting someone. Also, another thing for debate is whether we should be letting our teens of America play these type of games. So you all know, the kids, like little kids, like probably between ages of whatever, like babies 3 all the way up to like 11, 12. They make up a pretty good chunk of playing those type of games. But the population that also makes a pretty good another good chunk is teenagers, 13 to 17, 18 years old, and there's still a lot of younger gamers, 20s and 30s, and there's some old sprinkled in there. But let's focus on the teenagers right now. I'm one too, a teenager. Um, I play these games, and because by now, when you're a teenager, you should already know like the difference between reality and what is fake. That's like another main problem with the kids. And most kids cannot distinguish between what's real and what's real and what's fake, and they can use some fake stuff that's going on TV and act it out in real life. That's another problem. But when you're a teenager, you most likely already know like that's wrong. You're not gonna do that. The same thing goes if you're like an adult, 18 or over. You know too, like, because your body is pretty well developed when you're a teen, and then it's fully developed when you're 21. So you still have a really good understanding as a teenager that that's not right, and it's just pixels, literally. That's all it is. That's a good, funny way to explain it. If you're a computer guy, you know what I mean. All it is just pixels. It's not even real, seriously. So with all this, like every time there's like some sort of massacre, school shooting, anything major, they always go to the video games. In the beginning, it was the music, and Ronald Reagan and his wife, they started the explicit lyrics thing they put on the CDs, not CDs, iTunes, a little behind. And that's changed. That's the way it is. And now for video games in the 90s, they brought that to the games too, because same thing. But currently, it's mostly video games, and they always take the blame for any sort of violence, which I think is bullshit. Like, there are other factors that, other than the video games, but I could see maybe if someone had a mental illness and that makes that, it's just they're sick. There's nothing really they can do about it, and sometimes they're even homeless people. But for the Connecticut, he had a home obviously, and he lived with his mom. He had some sort of like autism disease, one of those autism spectrum part. I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but he had one of those diseases, and that's probably what made him act out these horrible acts against kids. Because you have to be really sick to want to kill kids. That's just the thing. Unless you're really evil, and he did play those games a lot, but it's because he's sick and probably didn't have a lot of friends due to his illness. So I kind of do give him some sympathy for that because he was sick. I'm not saying that what he did is right, but he was sick himself. And if this was like a regular person doing this, then it'd be a different story. But him, he's sick. He doesn't know most likely what he's doing, and it's just the way he is. Alright, so I hope you guys like take this into consideration when you're talking crap about games. Pay attention when a school shooting happens. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Now let's talk about real quickly before the video ends, my channel, the way it's going. So I'm still working on some stuff. I want to get make the channel layout better. Could you guys help me out? I want your guys' help. So help me get some more subscribers. Go like, that would help. Comment, all that as I've been saying. It really does help. I'll make my content even better. And if you guys want to see some different games, I'll post game. I have a pretty good amount of games. I can post some other gameplays. Like right now I'm playing Resident Evil 6, but I've already played through. I'm already in the middle of it, so it'd be a little awkward just to post that. I'm working on other stuff also, like the sponsoring part of getting sponsored. Obviously, I probably haven't told you guys yet. I didn't. I want to get sponsored by Machinima or whatever and get money, because I want to make a little money. I'm not doing it just for the money. I want to get making some money. It helps out when you're younger. I hope you guys enjoy this commentary. So if you guys liked it, leave a like, subscribe, share this channel with the rest of your fellow peoples, and that's really it. Thanks for watching.